Hello, welcome back to Flavor O'Clock, where I share why, how, and where with Watkins herbs, spices, and extracts. And today, I'm going to share with you, I just baked some really yummy cookies. They are, let's see if you can see that there. Oh, there we go. You can't see me, but you can see this. It is the double chocolate hazelnut cookies, and yes, it's on the back of this box. So before I dive into how easy this recipe is and the two different ways that I've already attempted to make these cookies, so I made them a few days ago, tried them, and oh, they're very yummy. So if you love hazelnut and chocolate, this is a must to try for sure. So what you don't know is, okay, so the extracts come in a box like this, and this is what the bottle looks like. But the one thing that you don't know is, so all the Watkins extracts come in colored bottles like this, brown bottles. But until you open it up, you don't know the color of the extract. So the nice thing about this one, just in case you're not a chocoholic and you've got a different recipe that you would like to try this extract with, it is clear, okay? The other day I did the chai extract, and that is not clear. That is almost, I'm gonna say it's even darker than the vanilla extract. So say, for example, you have a recipe where you're using white flour and all the other ingredients are pretty much white, and you'd like to keep it all white. So as you know, we've got the clear vanilla, but the hazelnut is also clear. So that's a good thing to know before you get it, so you know what to expect. Because I didn't realize that until I started really practicing with this extract. So comes out fantastic. And here, I'm just going to show you the cookies. They're still kind of hot, so I'm not going to bite into one, but I did, like I said, I made these the other day. So there you go. That's what they look like when they come out of the oven. Yes, when it's in the bowl all mixed up, I just scoop it out and I just, by the spoonful, put it on the cookie sheets before I bake them. And then they just flatten out. And a very interesting recipe. When I was looking at the instructions and even making it the first time, it's not super doughy. So I'm like, this should be interesting. So I'm just going to read out the ingredients that I used. So hang on just for 1 second. I'm back. So these are the semi-sweet chocolates that I use. I just forgot to leave it here on the counter. So 2 boxes, and you use 1.5 per recipe. So there's 8 ounces in a box, and the recipe needs 12 ounces. Now when I made it the other day, I've melted chocolate in the past, and I've always put it into a bowl, into a microwave, and very slowly melted the chocolate. Well, for a few different reasons, I don't use a microwave anymore. I just wasn't using a whole lot. And I'm trying to do things where with a gas stove, like if there's no power, I don't think I can bake cookies anyway, but that's okay. I can still melt things on top of the stove. I used a cast iron enamel dish the other day, melted beautifully. The only downside is the pot was super heavy. So if you're by yourself in the kitchen, it can be a little bit of a challenge. If you got somebody to help you, it makes it a little bit easier. So today I just used a small Teflon pot. And again, no problem melting the chocolate, melted quite nicely, nice and slow. And then I mixed everything up. So semi-sweet chocolates, 12 ounces. And then you need 1/3 cup of flour, 1/2 teaspoon of baking powder, 1/4 teaspoon of salt, 1/2 cup of unsalted butter. Sorry, take that back, 1/4 cup. Because I just remember measuring it. It's like, I know I didn't cut up 1/2 cup. 1/2 cup of granulated sugar. Now, I prefer to use cane sugar, but it's whatever white sugar you have in your cupboard is just fine. And a 1/4 cup of brown sugar. So even though it looks like, wow, there's a lot of sugar in this recipe, when you bite into the cookie, it really isn't that sweet. It's a very nice balance. It offsets that semi-sweet chocolate. Finally, 2 eggs and 2 teaspoons of this extract. And the last item is optional, but I did try it to see how it came out now today. And it is the Watkins sea salt in the grinder. So today I put some before I baked it onto the cookie dough, and then I put some after, because that's what I did the other day. Once the cookies came out of the oven, I sprinkled the sea salt all over the cookies. It makes 2 dozen, and on 1 dozen today, and once they cool down, I'm definitely going to try one. I actually sprinkled the Watkins vanilla powder, because I'd like to be able to use this in more ways than one, more than just sprinkling it on, say, whipping cream when you make a specialty coffee or a hot chocolate, which is very popular now in the winter time. So I want to start practicing more with the vanilla powder. Again, if you've used this in any recipes, please share, comment below. I'd love to hear from you. So that's the recipe on the back of this box. Double chocolate hazelnut cookies, and they are easy and yummy. So what I'm going to try to do in the future videos is combining it with, sharing spices and herbs that Watkins has, is every time I look at all of the extracts, I'm going to pick a recipe on the back. I know that there's one that is like super is easy. Even your kids can do it. I might do that one next week, just for a heads up. But it's so much fun with the Watkins extracts. And you can switch it up. I mean, I don't see why you couldn't put almond extract into these cookies. And what else do we have? I'm just trying to think here. The pumpkin spice, I'm sure, would taste very nice. I could see the caramel being very yummy. Maple bacon, maple. So you have so much fun with all the different recipes. So as I finish off here, I want to thank you again for tuning in and watching what I've been sharing, the different fun things with Watkins. If you got any benefit from this recipe, thumbs up. Please feel free to share the video with your friends, and I do look forward to seeing you on the next one. Take care.